Okay, so I wanted to do a comparison of our XL Tradie trailer, our previous model, and the new Generation 3 Tradie trailer. Now, a lot of people have been asking us a lot of things over the years, so we've gone out and designed a more cost-effective, a more straightforward, a more simple, and more user-friendly trailer. Now, if you're looking side by side, obviously the first thing you can tell is the width, okay? You're losing a lot of space. You've got the footprint where you've got to park it, but you don't have the storage space in this, in the previous model of the XL. So, yeah, it's similar width, but you're losing 600 mil either side, where this is a straight up, I guess you call it a square or a rectangle, where you get all the space to use for maximum ability, right? Over and above that as well, if you're looking at it, this is obviously painted, and it's obviously got a rack. So overall height, right, as it sits, which a lot of people said, oh damn, except for the height. If you look at the overall height of this is 2.2 meters, okay, where it sits. Whereas this one here, overall height, comes in at just on 2.1. So doesn't sound like much, right? But you can get in underneath, you can actually get in underneath car parks if you want. Plus, this one here, so the Generation 3 model, we've already put the axles in underneath so that it's actually raised up so you can get in underneath the doors easily. Whereas on the previous model, there's nothing you can do to make that lower. The only way you can make this lower is basically chop the rack down, okay? And even then, it's only just on the borderline. So it is a massive advantage. So if let's say you had a job, or you moved house, or you had a carport, you want to fit it in, you want to drop the height down, you can simply swap the axles around, put them above the springs, and it drops about 100 mil roughly, right? Another thing as well, if we have a look just when we open the doors here, so you'll see the height here, where you're standing here, okay? And then I'll go back over to this one, and you'll see the height here. Similar, but slightly different. So I'm right there, so I've got to lean in a little bit. Here, you do have the extra height, but you've got the massive disadvantage of being able to get into tight spots, okay? Now, come and have a look at this one, and let's have a look inside and compare, right? So the actual length of the body, so the length of the body of the previous model XL and the new model XL, just swing around for us, sorry man. The new model XL is the same, right? So it's 2,900, but you can see straight away the amount of space you've got in there as compared to here. Now, sure, you've got shelves, et cetera, so that's great having all the shelves, but the big downside of getting the shelves, if they don't suit you, these are all very difficult to customize. So the new model, just swing back there for us, right? The new model has been designed so you can add whatever you want. You want to add a bloody shelf here, you want to do something, you can add whatever you want. You can buy some toolboxes, your own specific toolboxes, your existing toolboxes, generators, whatever you want. You can fit in there. Water pressure cleaning gear, camping gear, you can do whatever you want with it, right? Whereas this, if you look at the physical size inside, the trailer, arguably, you know, it's painted, it looks a bit better, but you've got 1420, right? Of the physical size inside, right? By, let's see, it's fucking, by, I would say, not enough, by 1600. So 1420 by 1600, right? Now, in between your guards, right, is 1400, and it's, right, 1350, sorry. In between your guards is 1350. Then, like, obviously, you could build, we don't do it, but you could do it. You could build a fourth floor, right? Then your total width is 2 meters. 2 meters compared to 1400. Massive difference, right? Massive difference. So instead of wasting all that area with wheel guards, you've now got the space to use, because like you're not buying it just to look good. You're buying it because it needs to be practical, and you've got basically 2.8 in there. The overall body, the outside's 2.9, but oops, a bit noisy, but you got 2.8. Now downside, yeah, like how many people are 6'4"? You know what I'm saying? And if you wanted to adjust these hinges, you can. You could basically just take these out, adjust it up further, and get it in. We've got it set at this level. In saying that, one important thing, I guess it's a slight downside with this. There is a little gap, so if it's pissing down with rain heavy, like water will drop through this gap, right? But it's gonna have to be hammering down with rain for that to happen, right? It's got a rain guard here, most will get on the rain guard, but whatever hits the door. But you know, if you're gonna be out in that heavier rain, maybe you shouldn't be, who knows, right? So that's obviously another big advantage. The other big advantage, so this is painted. So you mark this, you dent it, you do whatever, you have to repaint it. This, you can touch it up and sand over the top of it and tidy it up. A lot more advertising, real estate here as well. Massive amount of real estate advertising as well. Now, you would think that this front door is an advantage, right? But it's actually more of a disadvantage, okay? Because you've got this area, yeah, cool, you can put your fridge there, right? No worries at all. That's an advantage, right? But the disadvantage is, if you don't want to put the fridge there, you've now got this space that you're going to just chuck whatever. Whereas you've now got the ability to design your own interior from your end. You can do it however you want. Some guys will, they'll do it with timber. Some guys will do it with toolboxes. Some guys will do it with stainless or aluminium partitions. There's heaps of different ways of doing it. So even though this looks like an advantage with the fridge slide and stuff like that, it's actually a disadvantage, because if you're not using it for your fridge, it actually becomes a disadvantage, okay? So that's that side. Now these drawers, you got these little drawers here, right? Yes, they can be an advantage, but once again, in the new Generation 3 style trailer, just swing across again, you've got all that space to put whatever drawers in you want, however you want, right? Like once again, if I go back to nitty gritty, if you go back here, you can put your own drawer system at the back and build a fourth floor across here and have stuff underneath and then have all your stuff on top. So you could get your own drawers for the own size that you actually want, which is obviously more beneficial. Overall length the same. The rack, you know, arguably the rack's probably a little bit more heavy duty. There's a lot more weight, physical weight when you're towing this trailer as compared to this trailer. This is designed still just as strong. You can see the chassis are just as strong, right? But the advantage is it's actually, just come around this way, man. Come around this way. Swing back around so we can see the chassis. Yeah. So the chassis on this is just as strong as the chassis on this. They're very, very similar, almost identical chassis, but galvanized, stone chips will hit that, the paint's gonna come off, stone chips will hit that, nothing will happen, right? So big, massive advantage. Okay, you don't have the ladder rack, but you know, is that big a deal? It's 2,900 long, right? This is a lot shorter, so it's not that big a problem. There is a solar panel on the roof up there. I'll jump up there and show you. Actually, can you jump up there and show them the solar panel? You should just be able to see it. You see the solar panel up there on the roof? So you've got a solar panel, that's the optional solar, okay? You've also got a price difference in this one, okay? This is more expensive than this one. This gives you more space, more cost effective, more durable, more flexibility, right? Able to get under the lower spots, right? And it's as I said, cost less. So overall, which one would you choose? In saying that as well, we no longer have the water tank. So we don't do the water tank. Not many people wanted the water tank, so we took the water tank out. So at the end of the day, we're replacing these trailers with these trailers. The Generation 3 are much, much better. It's based on feedback from people. They wanted essentially an open plan. They wanted something more cost effective. They didn't want to spend, you know, big dollars on something that's painted, looked good, but it was heavy to tow around. We can make this lighter, bigger, more cost effective. If you're interested, our details are below. Reach out. If you've got any questions, happily run through it with you. They're totally, you can modify whatever you want from your end. A lot of people want these for camping, etc. as well. They're available in the XL model, which is this size, and then also the Maxi models. I'll get some photos of those on the website soon. And you can choose massive benefits, cost effective, bigger, insulated, not painted so it doesn't get stone chips on it from driving around, more durable, more space that you can use, so many more advantages than the old style of tradie trailer. So if you're interested, reach out, we'll have a chat and I'll happily help you with your new tradie trailer.